Hello everybody, my name's Dave, and today what we're going to do is we're going to check the rear main seal, although I don't think that's where the car is still leaking from. So the other day, a week and a half I worked on the car to get the cam carrier sealed. Didn't make any difference. Car's still leaking, and its car's still leaking badly. So my son reckons it could be the rear main seal. I was all ready for scrapping the car and buying another one, replacing the engine or something like that, but he's convinced me otherwise. So that's where we're at. I do like this car. I have to say, I do like the car. The car behaves itself. It does really, really well. However, this oil leak is driving me to despair. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to check the rear main oil seal. Apparently there's an inspection plate on the bottom of the bell housing. I'm going to take that off. If lots of oil comes out of there, then it's probably that's faulty. If lots of oil doesn't come out of there, then it's likely not that's faulty. And the fact is that any bits of cardboard I've put under the car, it's always been on the right hand side. I suspect it's either the turbo drain or it's the oil cooler where the main oil filter sits. Could be the main oil filter, I've never checked it, but anyway, we'll have a look. So that's what we're going to do today. The little inspection plate on the bottom of the bell housing is 4 10mm bolts. I'm going to need them. I'm going to need a ratchet and maybe a spanner and maybe and possibly a torch so I can see in there. So first of all, let's take the plate off and then see where we get to from there. That's the inspection plate I'm trying to get off. I've got one bolt out so far. Using a ratchet gun on it is no good. I've just chopped the car so I'm safe, and I'm just going to, you can see the rear wheels are chopped. I've just made sure that they'll hold, and they will. So now what I'm going to do is attempt to get that plate off. Okay, hopefully I can get in and still do the job while you're there. Well, I feel like an old man. I'm an old man, what we're talking about. I feel like one today though. Put the ratchet the wrong way around. Why is that always the case, eh? I'm trying to undo it the wrong way. Got it. I don't really want to have to take this cross member off if I can help it, but I might have to. I'll see if I can get it with a ring spanner first. I might be able to. This is why the car's smoking so much, because there's oil all over the exhaust. Long reach and no ring spanner. I'm expecting a lot of oil to come out of here when I take this off, because I suspect that there's a lot of oil in there. And like Rob says, if it's a rear main seal, there'll be a lot of oil in there. And there will. So I've got these long spanners, but they aren't long enough. I'll have to get further under. Maybe I'll do it with these. I need another ring spanner. Where's that cloth I brought with me? I brought it to wipe down the exhaust. That's what I brought it for. I need another ring spanner. Not enough with just the one. I need something to increase the leverage. But I don't know if any of you know this trick for extending the leverage. But when you're using a ring spanner end, what you do is you stick a bigger spanner in this end, like so, and you use that as a lever to lever this one. I might have brought too big a spanner here, but we'll see. Yeah, I have. Too big a spanner. It's alright doing the 10 this way, but I need to do it this way, and I brought too big a spanner. Can you see why it's too big? It won't hold on to it, so I'll have to get something a bit smaller. Oh, I'm coming in the same side as the camera this time. So you use it like this, look, and it extends the length of your the spanner you use. I'm going to shift you in a little bit. Hopefully you can still see it that. These need to be tight. That's why they're so hard to get off. That's one. Now I'm going to go around the other side and do the other one. I've not got lots of oil leaking out yet, but then it may be stuck on. That's no good. It's going to have to go further around this way, like so. So I can get this on now. That's it. That didn't work. It's just too much of an angle. Maybe I can get in this way. I don't understand what's going on. Don't get the line up. Perfect. That's right. This could get messy, or it may not get messy. Oh, there's got to be some oil in here. And all that leaking from the top, from above, it has to have gone inside. It might not have, I suppose, but you never know. This is one of the bolts out. I probably should have taken the other side out first, but never mind. There's a little bit of oil in there, but not a lot. I need the torch now, and then we can have a look inside. Let's just clean it down a bit first. Cleaning this whole area down. I've got the inspection cover off, but the problem is that I can't see anything. I'm going to replace this cloth to be a bit cleaner. I'm going to need a torch. Maybe an endoscope. I don't think that'll remain leaking. I'm going to put the cover back on. There's no hardly any oil came out of there. Not the rear main or any of the pump seals. I can't get this in. I'm going to have to take the cross member off. I don't want to do that if I can help it. That's got it. That's it. That's good. Rabbit is wise, rabbit is good. So that rules the rear main out. It's a good thing. All we've got to do now is check out the turbo return pipe and the oil filter at this side. So I'm going to move you over and see how we get on there. I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to need my torch. I need some brake cleaner too. And some cloths. I can't get to the brake cleaner this way. Oh, I've moved it anyway. Can't get to it this way. Well, that's the exhaust sprayed. That wipe down then. Make sure it's not the sump that's causing all this problem. It could be the sump. Now if I take the sump off, I'm going to have to take that cross member off. And that's going to be a pain in the butt, but I can do it. It needs draining first though. What we might do is give it a good spray, a good strong spray at the back there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and have a look in here, see if I can see any leaks. Bottom of the turbo. Bottom of the turbo looks okay. But then it would. There's no oil around there, so it's not that. So it's looking more and more like it's going to be that oil filter under there, which is the upside down one. Let's go under and have a look, see if we can see anything. It has to be this right hand side because there's more oil on this side. There's nothing dripping off the oil filter, but there's oil above it there. But there's oil up there too. That could be old oil though. I don't know whether to give it a spray or what to do. What do you think? Can you see? There's the filter. Doesn't look that oily, but the engine behind it does. And up above it does. And behind it does. And that drive shaft does, and that there does. And so I'm thinking that maybe it is the oil cooler that's leaking, although it looks like it could be coming from up the top of the oil cooler. It looks like there's something up there. I don't know if you can see that in there. There's a bolt missing out the bell house in there. That looks like a 12 mil. That could have been oil from before though. So what I need to do is give it a spray. I think I'll give it a spray. I'm going to spray it down. I'm going to put you in here. I'm going to mount you so you can see it. And then I'm going to give it a spray. Right, just bear with me a second. What's that gone? Well, that's that. Empty. Oh. Another tin of spray. Brake cleaner. Da, da, da. Doesn't worth the fanfare. Not that good. Oh, taking the torch away. All I can do is guess where it is then. Well, that's it, folks. It looks like it's going to rain. I've narrowed this down hugely now. I know it's not the rear main. I know it's not any of the oil pump covers in the bell housing. There's no oil in there at all. The only thing it can be now is the oil cooler, because it doesn't look like it's the turbo. There's no oil up there. I've discovered that my Zito home battery is faulty. It won't charge. I've got another one, but I'll have to buy another one of these, I think. It won't charge. So thanks for joining me. See you on the next video. Bye now.